Hello everyone, this is my reading log for the Newbery Award. And today I chose Freedom Over Me, which I kind of try to correlate Black History Month with the reading that I chose. So this is the book. It's written by Ashley Bryan. It did get a Newbery Award along with 3 other awards from my understanding. So I read it and it's all poetry. So the story is about 11 different slaves, and Ashley Bryan actually writes about each one of them, and they are all real life people that lived, and she tells their stories about just the hopes and dreams that they have, and kind of explains what each one did when they were a part of slavery. So the book is written, and she's also the illustrator. The book is written obviously in poetry form, and each page talks about a different slave, and the pictures have a self-portrait of each of them, and underneath shows basically how much they cost and then the age of them. So the pictures are beautifully drawn. I really like the lining that she does in there. I don't think I've seen that. And then it shows in the back of the pictures as well. It kind of has writing that you can see, and when you read it, it just gives details, and they look almost like newspaper clippings or brochures from back in the day, like kind of showing what happened and everything like that. So the illustrations are really great and very detailed, and like I said, each one is pretty simple poetry ones. The one that I just wanted to share with you guys that was great was the very first one, and it's Peggy. And it says, I am the Fairchild's cook. I work in the big house day in, day out, making special meals for the Fairchilds. Plain food for the slaves. Like a field hand, I work hard. I'll profit to the estate. Miss Fairchild praises me for my cooking. She often chooses a menu and invites friends to show off my skills. Afterward, I sneak leftover food to the slaves. As cook to the Fairchilds, I am free to wander the estate's garden and the woods. I learn about local plants, plants for cures, chamomile roots, spruce, and buttermilk roots. The spices I gather add flavor to the meals I cook for the household. Wandering the estate's woods reminds me of the woods at home in Africa. Often I relive the day our village got raided. My father was killed, my mother and I were captured, sold to white slavers. My mother and I survived the dreaded crossing to America. So many others died, crammed to the filthy holds of the vessel. The vessel docked, we were sold on the blocks, no two of a family or tribe together, frightened by voices shouting in no tribal language we knew. Stripped of everything, our language, our customs, they even took our names. They called me Peggy. Peggy. I'll never again see my mother. Still I feel close to her, especially when I steam roots and herbs for a cure for my slave family. This stirs memories, my roots in Africa. So again, I just thought it was a great book, great one to share for Black History Month. Obviously it is historical fiction, so it is great to learn about that, especially when you're on that subject with students. It's also a great one to bring up poetry and kind of show the layout of that and how that works. And it's also a great story because even though that the 11 people that Ashley Bryan shares about, everyone kind of ends with the hopes and dreams that they have, just like the one that I just read. So it's a great book, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. Thank you.